Hello, everybody. So today is test day. I hope you guys are prepared. You had 2 days of review, and all but one comment on the discussion board from last Thursday said that you guys felt pretty good about the material. So hopefully you guys feel good. Just to go over the ground rules for the test today. If you guys would put your cell phone away, just go put it in a different room. Give yourself 90 minutes, set a timer on the kitchen stove or your alarm clock or a watch, something other than your phone. Um, uh, Calculator on paper 2 only, no calculator on paper 1. Um, Try to like get yourself to a table instead of working on the bed. Try to make it as much like an IB exam practice as you can. And I would like you guys to have your parent sign that you did not cheat. Cheating would be using the internet, using books, using resources from the class, watching my videos, pretty much using anything except for your formula packet, your calculator on paper 2 only. I would like this to be done in pen, even though I'm not there. You guys will upload this to Power School Learning. I'm going to make it an assignment, and then you will scan pictures. Please avoid, I forget what the file name is. It starts with an H. Um, but I think maybe it's an iPhone thing, like the way you scan, I just like can't see it. Please scan vertically so that I can see your test. And you will submit them into Power School. They will be due before the next class period. So I'll give you like a wide range of time to do it, but you only get 90 minutes. And I need your parent signature at the bottom, like affirming that you have indeed done this. And I'm just doing this to try to keep, because this is an IB class, I want to keep it rigorous. I want to keep it as much like IB as possible so that you guys are well prepared for the exam next year. I assume that they're still going to do an exam next year for you guys. And we're just going to take that assumption until we know otherwise, and do the best we can to keep everything as rigorous and like IB as possible. Yeah, so just make sure your parent signature is at the bottom. I am going to like just as like an incentive. If you don't have a parent signature, it'll be okay. I'll just take 5 points off. If you have some sort of particular issue with getting a parent signature, you can email me, but I can't really imagine a scenario where that would be an issue for you guys. There could be though. So just send me a message, call me, email me, send me a remind message. And yeah, but yeah. So also, I definitely made mistakes on the last video of the review. I don't know. My brain is not functioning correctly because it's stretched in too many directions at the moment. But I'm going to go ahead and go over those solutions. The ones that I'm going over are 15 and 16, because I did at least part of those incorrectly last time I made a video for you guys. I apologize so much. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. This was in the properties of integration section. I think I even also forgot to post solutions for properties of integration. So I will post those on this page as well. So this is properties, so look at them before your test and then don't look at them during your test, okay? Properties of integration. Also, I'm really sad that we're not going to see each other the rest of the year. That really sucks so much. if you guys happen to see me out and about, like I run a lot and I do go to the grocery store once every 2 weeks. You happen to see me, please say hi from a distance because I miss you. Okay, so let's do 15 and 16. So 15 said, given that we have -1 to 1, the integral from -1 to 1 of f of x dx is equal to -4. First, it asks you to find the value of the integral from +1 to -1 of f of x dx. And I'm pretty sure that this was correct. This should be equal to the negative integral. So you like flip the sign of the entire thing from -1 to 1. And now this is exactly what we had, what we were given in the beginning. And we can say that this is equal to +4. So that one I believe was correct. That was part A. Part B, I'm pretty sure I did wrong. So for part B, it has the integral from -1 to 1 of 2 plus f of x dx. So we can split this integral up to dx plus -1 to 1 f of x dx. 2 becomes 2x from -1 to 1. This is just -4. So then this becomes 2 minus -2 plus -4. That ends up being 0. Okay, so we would end up with +4 minus 4 equals 0. So that should be B. C is the integral from -1 to 1 of 2 f of x dx. For this one, you can pull the 2 out into the front. And then f of x dx is still on the inside. We know this whole thing is -4, so this ends up being 2 times -4, which is -8. Okay, so that's the correct answer for C. And then for part D, it wants you to find K such that the integral from -1 to 1 of K f of x dx is 7. So, whoops, oh no. Everything went away. Okay, I'm back. Oh, maybe. Yep, there we go. I dropped my mouse and it made everything angry. Okay. So, here we can pull the k out front. Integral from -1 to 1 of f of x dx equals 7. We can replace this thing with 4 or -4. So k times -4 should be equal to 7. So k should be equal to 7 over -4. Okay. And then 16. It says that if g of 2 is 4 and g of 3 is 5, calculate the integral from 2 to 3 of g prime of x minus 1 dx. I remember doing this, but I don't remember what mistake I made. So I'm going to first split up my integral. So 2, 3, g prime of x, and then 2, 3, -1 dx. So right. So then when I integrate g prime, I should get g. So I'm going to get the function g of x from 2 to 3. And then plus my function here is going to be -x from 2 to 3. And then I should get g of 3 minus g of 2 plus, so that's the first guy, that's this first integral that we have, plus -3 minus -2 is going to be what my next one gives me. And then we know g of 3 is 5. We know g of 2 is 4. And then we know that this is going to end up being a total of -1. The double negative gives us a positive, so -3 plus 2 should give me -1. So 5 minus 4 is 1, and then we have a -1 here. This should give me 0. So I'm not entirely sure. I know I messed up 15. I think that I messed up 16. I can just settle this. No, 16 I think was fine. So you just got it reiterated. This should be a negative. This one, why did I space these so close? This is horrible. Well, I'm really sorry about last time, but here's the better one this time. Okay, so that's it for this time. Since you guys didn't have any more questions, not very many of you commented on the discussion board last time. So please try to remember to do that. Don't give up because you guys' class still counts. It still matters. If you need a pep talk, let me know. I will give you the pep talk. I really miss your class right now. Also, I've been doing so much baking and I've had nobody to give it to, and so I'm just eating all of it. Okay. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope that you think that the test is really easy. That would be amazing. But also, I'm almost done grading your test from before we left school. But I will post those in your grade for quarter 4. And if you want to see your exam, just message me and I'll send you scans or pictures of your exam. Otherwise, I will just save them for next year. Maybe mail them to you, although I would pay $1 million in stamps. So yeah, I'll probably just give them to you next year. I'm gonna give you guys half points back as a curve instead of making you do any sort of corrections online. Corrections are already like draining as is. So half points back is going to be the rule now as a curve instead of doing any sort of corrections. Okay, I've been talking long enough. Have a great day. Happy Monday. I'll see you guys later. Bye.